Hi everyone, welcome to Cooking with Chef Rich. Let's cut some fruit. We're going to begin by cutting the top off a pineapple. When you choose a pineapple for this platter, we're going to be using the top as a centerpiece. So you want a top that's relatively nice and green and with full leaves. You don't want leaves that are all broken and brown and don't look nice. And we're going to start just by cutting the top right off. So you want to make sure that you wash the top, and that's going to go right in the middle of our platter. The platter I'm using today is an 18 by 26 platter. You can buy them on Amazon. This platter will feed about 100 people, give or take a few, but figure about 100 people. Next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna cut the bottom off of our pineapple, and now we're gonna peel our pineapple. To peel it, you wanna go underneath the eyes right over here, and you wanna kind of just cut right underneath that. You notice I'm using a sawing motion when I cut. I'm not just like pushing straight down, I'm sawing. Now these are the eyes that I was talking about. So next cut, you want to go right underneath them. You'll notice I'm going right underneath and I'm sawing, not going straight down. Nice controlled movement. And this we're just gonna, once the pineapple's done, we're just gonna set it aside. So I have reserved my pineapple. I put it aside. We'll be using it in a few minutes. And now we're going to go on to cutting a watermelon. So I have a seedless watermelon over here. You'll notice that there's a big yellow spot on the bottom, and that's what you want. That means it ripened in the sun. Watermelons do not ripen after they're picked. They only ripen while they're still growing. And if it doesn't have this spot, that means it didn't ripen in the sun, and it's probably not going to taste very good. The other thing is you can also tap it, and it should have a hollow sound to it. So let's go on and cut this. I'm going to cut the ends off. And then we're going to cut this in half. I'm going to put this down. And we're going to cut this in half now. And one of the things that I very often like to do is I like to leave one slice of green. What I'm going to do is I'm making a line approximately half-inch wide, I'm guessing. If you see how wide this is, about a half-inch, and it goes all the way to the other side. And I'm just going right below because I want to keep this piece on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this over and we're going to peel this. You notice that the cut that I just made is right here, and now we're going to peel this, but you don't want to hit that line. Once again, sawing. Now I'm going right below this white. You'll notice that the line is right over here, and I'm getting close to that line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on its side, and I'm going to peel this way. And when you hit that, it should come out. And if it doesn't come out, just make it a little bit deeper, like so. You see how that just popped off? And now we're just going to keep doing that all the way around. And now you have a watermelon with a nice strip on top. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So you'll see now that I have 2/4 watermelons with these green strips. Now we're going to slice these. See how this is upright? If you start slicing, eventually this part will break. So what you want to do is you want to lay it flat on the cutting board, so when you're putting pressure on it, it's up against the board so it won't break it as easy. And you want to do nice even slices. A little less than a 1/4 inch thick, I'd say. And you want to take your time when you're doing this. It's more important that the thickness of each slice is relatively the same as opposed to how fast you're doing it. Take your time, go slow, but make sure that the slices are even. When you do your platter, if the slices aren't even, what happens is the platter will not look as nice. One of the things that makes a platter look beautiful is the fact that everything is relatively the same. So anyway, just keep going until you do the whole thing. Now we're gonna pick this whole thing up. So you'll notice it's all sitting on a knife. Now we're gonna turn it this way. And I'm going to do, so here's that 1/4 watermelon that I had. And basically what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our hands and go like that. And you'll notice that it gives you a very, very nice green line on top with red. So I have done all 4/4 of my watermelon and put them on my platter. And this is what it looks like so far. And we'll go on to the next thing. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a cantaloupe. Cantaloupes should have a little bit of give to it. Like when you press on it, it should have a little bit of give. And it should also be less green and more of this color. The more green it is, the less ripe it is. We're going to cut the ends off, and we're going to peel it the same way we did our watermelon. Next, we're going to cut it in half and scoop out the seeds. We're going to slice this the same thickness as our watermelon. Of course, make every slice as even as possible. And do the same with the other half. Now, very often I don't use the end pieces, just I find that they don't look nice. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to divide it in half. I'm going to put half on one side and half on the other side. Fan it out a little bit, like so. And that's not right. You see how over here you see the opening and over here you don't? That means it's not right. It's not symmetrical. So what we're going to do to fix that is we're going to take this, we're going to turn it inward, and we're going to go this way. And paying attention to those little details are what makes your fruit platter look really, really nice or not so nice. And I'm going to do the other ones and I'll show you what it looks like. So I did a second cantaloupe and I put all of them down, cut them all the same way so you can see what it looks like. And next we are going to do a honeydew. We're going to cut the ends off and peel. Now you'll notice that there's a little spot right over here. So when I cut, I'm just going to go below that just to cut that off. Now honeydew has like a white part. So you want to cut right below the white. So I peeled my honeydew the same way that I did with the cantaloupe. I'm going to cut it in half and I'm going to scoop the seeds out. So I actually changed my mind. Instead of going with honeydew next, I'm going to go with the pineapple next. I have the pineapple that I cut in the beginning of my video. I'm going to cut this directly in half. Next thing, I'm going to V out the core. When I say V, I'm going to do a V cut, shape of a V. And I'm going to go right underneath the core. You want to saw very gently. You don't want to put a lot of pressure on this, and do the same on the other side. There it goes. So the core, some people eat it. I personally don't like the core. A lot of people will juice this. Very good for arthritis. If you like juicing, that's really great for juicing. This has a couple eyes on the very bottom, so I'm just going to cut that off. And I'm going to slice this same thickness as I did the melons. So now I've done all my pineapple all the way around, same as everything else. And we're going to go on to honeydew. So with our honeydew, we're going to do something a little bit different. This is the half of honeydew that's been scooped out already. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to cut this in half lengthwise. I'm going to take the ends and I'm just going to kind of go flat so it sits flat. We do the same thing with this side. Once again, these are good for juicing or for the kids. We're going to slice it the same way as we did the other ones. We're going to do the rest of them and I'll show you what it looks like. You want it to kind of look like this, where you don't see a lot of stem at all. And then I'm going to do all four sides. So I've added my grapes all the way around. And when I was doing it, one of the things that I noticed is it's kind of hard to see with the camera, but this one leaf has a big crack in it and it's kind of just hanging down. And to me, it doesn't look very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just literally going to pull that out. So what I did is literally you just pull on it and it comes right out. Now the next thing that we're going to be doing is filling in with berries. So I'm going to be putting some strawberries over here, a couple over here, over here, over here, and maybe some around on top. Some strawberries over there. Maybe we'll put one over here, one over here, put one or two over here. So I've placed berries here around the top and kind of just around the sides, trying to fill in wherever there's white spots on the platter. I don't like a lot of empty spots on the platter. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to basically be doing the same thing using some blueberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. Over here we have like a spot here, open spot here. You'll notice there's a big space over here. So what we're going to do is this is something I often do. I'm going to take blackberries and I'm going to integrate them with raspberries. So we'll go over here with that. And we have a special guest visiting us right now. This is Charlie, everyone. Some of you may have seen Charlie before. So we've added our raspberries and our blackberries on all the way around. Over here, over here, over here, over here, and over here. And next, we're going to fill in with blueberries. So that I'm going to try to do in front of you so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So over here, where am I going to put blueberries? Like I have a little It's very hard to see by camera, but there's like a little space over here. Put one or two over here. Put a couple down here in the corner. I'll fill in. Let's actually, let's highlight these lines. When I say highlight, I'm gonna basically, same like I did with the raspberries and blueberries. I mean, the raspberries and the blackberries, I'm gonna do with the blueberries on this line. A couple over here, fill in, like so. And that's pretty good. Put that one there. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on all 4 quarters. So our platter's almost finished, and we have to add one more thing to it just to make it pop a little bit more. So what we're gonna do is I have a kiwi, and we're gonna be doing a series of V-cuts. A V-cut is nothing more than a cut in the shape of a V. This is a kiwi, obviously. And now I'm gonna do another V-cut. And so the last V-cut started here. So now we're gonna start this one over here and connect it. Very important that you push your knife all the way, like at least more than halfway into the kiwi. That way when you pull it apart, it comes apart. Now you notice I started here and the last one was here. So I'm just gonna connect these two. And hopefully, with luck, it's not coming apart. So as I was saying, you have to go more than halfway through. And that when that happens, you just kind of go back and go over the lines again and go a little bit deeper. That does happen on occasion. Only. And what we're gonna do with this is I'm gonna place one of them right here and one on the other side. I'm gonna move the strawberry, put one there and one there. The one's there and one is over here. And now on these sides, I'm sorry, let's do an orange the same way. Take an orange and cut it the exact same way. Once again, make sure you go all the way through. That way you won't have to go over 8 times like I did with the kiwi. So we're gonna pull our orange apart, like so. In actuality, I'm looking at it and the orange will go there and the orange will go there. Yeah, like so. And our fruit platter's finished. So here's what it looks like. I hope you like my design. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. Be well. Bye-bye.